Hey guys, thanks for coming back to my second part of my haul today for the weekend. I got some milk glass, really nice one. I have been telling you that I was using this for makeup, and I did. I used it for my pencils, but then I saw this girl on YouTube that collects milk glass, and it looked so pretty on her dresser. She had it on a dresser that was black. And she had it for, jewelry and whatnot. But I also decided to redo my living room a little bit, and I have a French country oversized coffee table in there that has sort of a whitewash on it. And my furniture is kind of dark in there, so I wanted to kind of lighten things up a bit. The sofa's dark anyway, it's sort of a burgundy with gold. But so I thought I would put a whole bunch of my milk glass on that table, and I did, and I put some yellow sort of oversized candles, or those big fat candles, inside of them, and I put them on a tray, and they look really nice, so I thought I would add another one to the collection. And I found this one today for $6, and it was regularly $12, but it was half price day today. It's the same place where I got that gift, so I was really happy with this one, and I'm going to put a candle in it as well and stick it over there in the living room. I really like it. So hey, I'm really getting to get quite a collection of milk glass because I just like it everywhere now. It's so pretty. Alright, so that's one thing I got. And then I got a whole bunch of, I forgot to show you guys I opened up this eyeshadow from the Disney that I showed you, and they're really nice. That was in the other one, but they're really dark and they have nice pigment. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed with that. Alright, and then I forgot to tell you that I paid $1.80 for this fabulous bracelet that I showed you in the other haul. Isn't that cute? For $1.80, I really love it. And they have really overpriced their jewelry there at Value Village, so I'm not afraid to just leave everything behind anymore, because they had some really nice necklaces and things, but they were $8, $7, and I'm just not going that route. Alright, I found this really cute, it says Manizer, and it's got this really cute motif on it. I mean, this little graphic on there, rather. And it kind of reminded me of something from Benefit, but it says Balm, B-A-L-M Cosmetics. I've never heard of it. And it says it's a highlighter, eyeshadow, or, I forgot what else it said, but shimmer. Some kind of little highlighter shimmer. I thought it was pretty nice, brand new. And, yeah, there's a mirror on there, isn't there? Sorry. So that's that. And then, what else did I get? That was 99 cents. The milk glass. I got some Bath and Body Works stuff that's brand new. And this was $2.92. This is the body scrub, Sea Island Cotton. And I'm not a big Bed Bath and Body Works customer, only because I never go to the malls, but I love them. I love to get them for gifts. I often get them for Christmas gifts and things, and I love them, and I know they're expensive, and people, it's like a cult following, isn't it? It smells really good. So that's one thing I got at Value Village today. And then I also got the Mary Kay sugar scrub, satin hand sugar scrub. It's got a little bit used already, but it's still nice and fresh. So I got that for, how much was this? $1.50. $1.50, and that's pretty expensive stuff. And the cashier actually told me that she loves this stuff too, so we both checked it. She said it was still nice and fresh. So we got that. And then I got this big bottle of lotion. It says Zen Ginger Lotion, $2.90, brand new. Still full, rather. And it still smells nice and fresh as well. And I don't know what brand this is. It says Zen Bar. I don't know, but it smells very good and it feels really nice. And then I got an Estee Lauder mascara that was new as well. And what else? Oh, I got this roller, heat rollers, and the lady that worked there, She's the second lady that tells me she doesn't know how to use these. The first lady was my middle daughter, who has stick straight hair and has tried everything to hold a curl in her hair. And I had another set of these, and I let her have them. And I told her how to do it, to spray it first and then put the rollers on, get them really hot, and do not remove them until they're cold. And she is amazed at how it holds her hair, her curl. So I was telling the lady how, you know, how well they work. And she told me she didn't know how to use them. She doesn't know how to put these clips on or whatnot. And my daughter didn't know how either, which I find really strange because, you know, back in the 70s and 80s, we didn't live without these. But anyway, these are brand new, and I did test them, and they work really nice. They have sort of a velvet cover on there, and they got hot really fast, and they have like a little bar that you slide these into, and then they heat up really fast. And I like these because they're all jumbo. They aren't different sizes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 12 of them, and I think one is slightly smaller than the other, but they're pretty much a jumbo size. And so I think this will be really nice as an alternative to a scrunched look, which I occasionally do when I don't do anything to my hair, just put some product and scrunch up my hair, or to straighten it, which I like to do, but I don't, you know, sometimes I like to give my hair a break. And I also just like to wear it differently. So I think that'll be a really nice, just a kind of an alternative to a curling iron. And I find a curling iron to be kind of tedious because I'll put these on in the morning, I'll heat them up, and I'll put them on, I'll do my makeup, and then they'll be ready. And, you know, with the curling iron, you have to take each individual one and curl it. Same thing with the straightener. I think it's a lot more time consuming. So I really, really do like heat rollers. So anyway, guys, that appears to be my haul. Like I said, wanted to tell you what I had paid for the bracelet. I forgot to tell you about that. And I think that's the only thing I forgot to. And the eyeshadows are very nice. I did check this. I had almost forgot to show you these makeup brushes that I got. It's really funny, but there is such a thing as thrift store gods or the fates. I don't know. But I was talking to myself this morning, just this morning when I was putting on my makeup, and I was thinking I really need to invest in some makeup brushes because I have a few, and I'm really happy with the ones that I have, but I need more, especially eyeshadow brushes, because you know, I like to use dark eyeshadows, and then I like to use the light eyeshadows, and then I'll grab the brush and it'll have dark on it, so I want to like exclusively use them for only certain ones. And then I have some that are not very good quality, and they just don't hold their shape, and they're just not very nice. So I've gotten rid of a lot of them and given them away to the Goodwill and such, and just kept the better ones. But I found these by a company called Cala, C-A-L-A, Cala Studio. Never heard of them. These are brand new, and they're very, very nice quality. I can tell that they're not synthetic, and they are, I think, 2 or 3 eyeshadow brushes, and a big powder blush. A blush and a powder, sort of a contour. So I don't know if that's, I guess that could be a foundation or a blush. And then the brush, and they're wood with black, and they're, like I said, they're brand new, they're clean, and even the lip brush is very nice. It's not retractable, but it just goes on there like that. Isn't that cute? And this was only $4, guys, at Value Village. $3.90 is what I paid for this. And I was seriously considering going to the MAC counter and putting down $50. But you know what? I don't have to because I thrift. Look at that. Isn't that fabulous? So, yeah. Wow. I was happy. Really happy. I wanted makeup brushes, and I found them today. Yeah, guys. So that is the end of my haul. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope you come back for another one. And keep a close eye on my videos because we're going to be giving away that goodie bag very, very soon. Share the video if you can. I am probably about, I think, 12 subscribers away from hitting that 400 subscriber mark, and we're going to pick that name, and I sure hope it's by the end of the weekend, because my daughter and my husband are out of town, but they'll be back Sunday or Monday, they're not sure yet, and I'd like to get my daughter to help me pick out that name. Really, really excited about that giveaway, and guys, thanks so much again for joining me. Have a good night. Have a great Sunday. Bye-bye.